Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why you went in there? Or struggled to recall a name you've known for years? If so, you're not alone. As we get older, our brains, just like the rest of our bodies, need a little extra care to stay sharp. But here's the good news. Keeping your mind active doesn't have to mean hours of puzzles or complicated routines. In fact, there's a simple 3-minute brain exercise that can make a world of difference, even at 80, 90, and beyond. Think of your brain like a muscle. If you don't use it, it weakens over time. But just a few minutes of the right kind of mental workout every day can help improve memory, focus, and even slow down cognitive decline. And the best part? You don't need any special equipment, just your mind and a willingness to try something new. Let's start with something simple but powerful, the alphabet game. Here's how it works. Pick a category, like animals, foods, or cities, and try to name one for every letter of the alphabet. For example, if you choose animals, you might say A for antelope, B for bear, C for cat, and so on. Don't worry if you get stuck on a letter, just skip it and come back later. The goal isn't perfection, it's about waking up those brain connections. Why does this work? Because it forces your brain to retrieve information quickly, strengthening memory pathways. And here's a pro tip. Switch categories each day to keep your mind challenged. One day do countries, the next fruits, and so on. Variety keeps your brain on its toes. Now, let's try something that engages both your brain and body, the opposite hand challenge. For the next few minutes, use your non-dominant hand for simple tasks. If you're right-hand, brush your teeth with your left hand. Try stirring your coffee, opening a jar, or even writing your name with your other hand. It might feel awkward at first, and that's exactly the point. This exercise works because it activates different parts of your brain, improving coordination and creating new neural pathways. Studies show that practicing tasks with your non-dominant hand can even boost creativity and problem-solving skills. So, the next time you're doing something routine, switch hands and give your brain a mini workout. Now that we've covered 2 quick and effective brain exercises, let's move on to another powerful technique. One that combines movement and memory in a way that's not only good for your mind, but can also lift your mood. Trust me, this one's a game changer. You know, it's amazing how much our brains light up when we combine movement with mental challenges. Think about dancing. You're remembering steps, keeping rhythm, and coordinating your body all at once. That's why the next brain exercise I want to share with you is so powerful. It's not just about sitting and thinking, it's about getting your body involved to supercharge your mind. Here's how it works. While you walk, whether it's around your living room, in the garden, or at the park, count your steps backward from 100. So, you'd say in your head, 100, 99, 98, and so on as you step. If you lose track, no problem. Just start again from the last number you remember. Why does this work? Counting backward while moving forces your brain to multitask, balancing physical coordination with mental focus. It's like giving your brain a double workout. And if you want to make it harder, try counting backward by 3s, 100, 97, 94. This kind of mental math is fantastic for keeping your cognitive skills sharp. You might be wondering, why does moving around help my brain? Well, research shows that physical activity increases blood flow to the brain, which helps nourish brain cells and even encourages the growth of new connections. That's why people who stay active, whether it's walking, gardening, or even chair exercises, tend to have better memory and focus as they age. So this little step counting game isn't just a mental trick, It's a way to boost your brain health from multiple angles. Now, let's try something that taps into creativity and memory at the same time: the storytelling challenge. Here's what you do. Look around the room and pick 3 random objects, say, a coffee mug, a pillow, and a pair of glasses. Now, invent a short story using those 3 things. It can be silly, serious, or even a little wild. For example, one day, the coffee mug and the glasses teamed up to rescue the pillow from the clutches of the vacuum cleaner. This exercise is fantastic because it forces your brain to make unexpected connections, strengthening creativity and recall. Plus, it's fun. You can do this alone or with a friend or grandchild. Imagine the laughs you'll get from some of the stories you come up with. And if you really want to challenge yourself, try adding more objects or making the story longer. Telling stories isn't just for grandkids. It's a natural way our brains organize and store information. Studies have found that seniors who engage in storytelling, or even just recounting daily events in detail, have better memory retention. It's like exercise for your imagination and your memory at the same time. Now, we've covered 4 fantastic brain exercises so far, from the alphabet game to storytelling, but there's one more I'm really excited to share with you. This last one is something you can do anywhere, anytime, and it's been shown in studies to not only sharpen your mind, but also reduce stress and improve mood. Let's dive in. You know, after going through all these exercises, there's one more technique I'm particularly excited about because it does something truly remarkable. While all the activities we've covered sharpen your mind, this final one actually helps rewire your brain for more positivity while strengthening memory. And the best part? You're probably already doing parts of it without even realizing its full potential. Here's how it works. Take just 3 minutes each day, maybe with your morning coffee or before bed, and recall 3 specific things from your past that make you smile. They could be big moments like your wedding day or small joys like the smell of your grandmother's kitchen. The key is to really dive into the details, what you saw, heard, even what the air felt like in that moment. Why this exercise is so powerful? When you actively recall positive memories, you're doing 2 incredible things for your brain. First, you're strengthening those neural pathways that store long-term memories. Second, and this is fascinating, you're triggering the release of dopamine and serotonin, those feel-good chemicals that actually help protect your brain from stress and aging. Researchers at Harvard found that seniors who regularly engaged in positive reminiscence showed improved cognitive function and even better sleep patterns. It turns out that happy memories aren't just pleasant, they're medicine for your mind. And when you make this a daily habit, you're essentially creating a mental scrapbook that becomes easier and easier to access over time. Now, imagine combining all 5 of these exercises throughout your week. Maybe Monday, you do the alphabet game while waiting for your tea to brew. Tuesday, you try the opposite hand challenge while writing your grocery list. Wednesday, you count backward on your morning walk. Thursday, you make up a silly story about objects in your living room. And every day, you take those 3 precious minutes to revisit a joyful memory. The beautiful thing is that none of these require special equipment or huge time commitments. They are simple, enjoyable, and scientifically proven to keep your mind sharp. And here's something important to remember: it's never too late to start. Whether you're 65 or 95, your brain retains this amazing ability called neuroplasticity, which means it can keep forming new connections throughout your entire life. So here's my challenge to you today. Pick just one of these exercises and try it right now. Maybe start with the gratitude flashback, close your eyes, and let one wonderful memory come to the surface. See how it makes you feel. Then tomorrow, try another. Small, consistent actions create big results over time. I'd love to hear which exercise you enjoyed most. Leave a comment below sharing your experience. And if you found this helpful, do me a favor and hit that like button. It helps others discover this content too. Remember, aging might be inevitable, but cognitive decline isn't. Here's to keeping your mind as vibrant and sharp as your spirit. Final smile to camera. Until next time, keep those neurons dancing.